After the re-establishment of Lithuanian independence, the political and economic situation in the country changed. Pronounced changes occurred in artistic creation and artistic life. After the chains of Soviet ideology fell and the borders opened, artists could choose creative themes and means of expression without any restriction. They turned to contemporary Western art, strived to integrate into the international artistic life, and started participating in the most famous biennial exhibitions in Venice and São Paulo, and in many other international exhibitions. The principles of organizing artistic life changed. Previously established institutions that united artists were reformed, and new institutions of this type were established. At the end of the 80s, in addition to the solitary Lithuanian Artist Association, groups of painters that brought together artists with similar artistic views were set up. The groups called Žalias Lapas, Green Leaf, 24, Cell, Angis, the Viper, Geros Blogybės, Good Bad Things, Grupė Vienas, Group Number 1, Individualistai, the Individualists, and others were among the most famous. They organized quite a few exhibitions of their work. In 1992, the Vilnius Art Exhibition Chamber was reorganized into the Contemporary Art Center, in which the most important exhibitions of themes in contemporary Lithuanian and foreign art began to be held. From 1993 to 1999, George Soros's private funding program to support contemporary art functioned. The activity of this center sped up the integration of Lithuanian contemporary art into the international context, and supported the formation of new artistic expression. Newly established commercial art galleries played an important role in encouraging artistic variety and helping form the art market. In the last decade of the 20th century, a few generations of Lithuanian artists expressed themselves in artistic life. The older artists mostly developed previously formed creative trends, neo-expressionistic, decoratively stylized figure or abstract painting, as well as sculpture and graphic arts. They nurtured traditions and combined them with the tendencies of contemporary art. The main innovations showed in the works of artists from the younger generation. Postmodernist manifestations in contemporary art were mastered, including objects, installation art, performance art, and actions. Painters began to gather unusual materials and everyday objects and displayed their collections to form unique micro-worlds. Such assemblages are called installation art. Mindaugas Navakas, Algis Lankelis, Gediminas Akstinas, Gediminas Urbonas, Deimantas Narkevičius, Artūras Raila, Donatas Jankauskas, and Darius Bastys created the most influential pieces. Most of them, as well as Jonas Gasiūnas, Žilvinas Kempinas, the academic preparation group, Dainius Liškevičius and Evaldas Jansas, were distinguished for the creation of installations. Painters were not satisfied with enclosed exhibition halls alone. Different artistic events and performances, organized in public places and involving the public, became popular. The groups Post Ars and Žalias Lapas, and the artists Džiugas Katinas, Linas Landsbergis, Evaldas Jansas and Dainius Liškevičius created them. Installations that concentrated on the uniqueness of a certain place and its history appeared. Pieces by Mindaugas Navakas, Gediminas Urbonas, Gediminas Akstinas, Audrius Novickas, and other artists were among such works. In the middle of the decade, video art and projects that were conveyed using new technologies became especially popular. In 1988, Henrikas Gulbinas created the first video. Video art was demonstrated in festivals, reviews, and exhibition halls, where it was shown on television screens or projected directly onto the wall. The socialist documentary genre is especially characteristic of the creators of Lithuanian video art. Deimantas Narkevičius, Eglė Rakauskaitė, Gintaras Makarevičius, Artūras Raila, and other artists created such videos. The tradition of the relationship between painting and depiction was changing. Photography, video art, and advertising influenced the work of the young painters. The pieces by Jonas Gasiūnas, Patricija Jurkšaitytė, Eglė Ridikaitė, and Eglė Gineitytė are among such works. Photography became a very important and widely used means of expression. In photography, much attention was paid to the human body, and interest was shown in social topics. Svajonė and Paulius Stanikas, Gintautas Trimakas, Artūras Valiauga, and other artists are famous creators of contemporary photography. Analysis of traditions and openness, whereby pieces of art should be perceived not only in the context of aesthetic problems, but in the wide context of social problems, political problems, and the problems of daily life, are characteristic of contemporary postmodern art. An active relationship with the viewers and their participation is also important. A contemporary view of life, people, structure of the world, and different postmodern philosophical ideas are reflected in new art. Interdisciplinary discussions, when philosophers, politicians, and scientists participate together with artists and artistic projects, are often pursued. Nomeda and Gediminas Urbonas, using new technologies, created a great number of such projects.